Hello, Sabir. How are you? I just saw that you passed 1,000 followers on Instagram. Congratulations. Savage Stacker! Man, what is up, bro? It's just after 6 p.m. here. So it'd be evening for me. I'm guessing it's early morning for you. It's good to hear from you, man. Oh, man. So, little update, life update for me. I had quit my previous job. And found this new job, and it was going good for a while, but it's not working out. So I actually put in my 30-day notice for that. So just after the new year, I'll be, well, I don't know. Don't have a new job lined up yet, but my stack could come in handy, my savings, so we'll see. But it's a little life update there. But you know what, man, gotta do what's best for you sometimes, you know. So, but yeah, man, for sure, Salvir, that's awesome, man. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to check out anybody's videos recently. It's been just pretty crazy, but hopefully I'll be able to get back into it sometime shortly after the new year. But so if anybody has been checking out my live streams, I usually do it on Tuesday night for me. It's Wednesday night now, but I've been trying to do it consistently for the past couple of weeks. But yesterday I had to take my car to the shop and leave it there. So I figured I'd just do it today. I had to get some stuff replaced. But if you guys have been watching any of my recent stacking videos or any of my live streams, I've been talking about truck driving saved my life, brother. There's always work. Yeah, man, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I'm nervous because I don't have another job lined up, and obviously I have my family to support, but money is not everything, man. Yeah. So yeah, I've been talking about this big announcement that I got coming. I'm gonna tease it for you guys right now. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then I'll do another, like a proper video later on giving more information. But basically what it is I've been working, and we have a gold-backed cryptocurrency, and you can exchange the cryptocurrency for gold. It's called London Coin. And I'll tell you, like I said, I'm going to make a proper video giving all the information. If anybody's interested in looking into it, reading about it, I'll give you, I'll show you where you can read about that. I'll show you where you can actually get on an exchange, where it's listed right now. I believe it's on, I know for sure it's on one, and then should be listing on another soon. But that's kind of the big announcement, man, is that I've been working together with a team of people, and we have developed a cryptocurrency that's backed by physical gold reserves. And my role, it's been something that I've been working on, or that's been in the making for several years, actually. It was stalled for a little while, but if you go back and listen to, I used to do those interviews with other stacking channels. We called it the Silvercast. Silver Conundrum and I, we still talk all the time. We want to get back into doing those silver casts. It's just, you know, a matter of adjusting the new schedule and finding the time. But if you go back and listen to the interview that we did with Juice, we were talking about, in one of those parts, it's 3 parts, can't remember exactly which one, but we were talking about, you know, cryptocurrency, because Bitcoin has just exploded, you know, over the past year or two, and all the other ones have as well. So, and what Juice was saying is he would be interested in a cryptocurrency that was actually backed by gold, and that's, I mentioned London Coin at the time, and well, it's been in the making, and it's finally coming to fruition now. So that's basically the big announcement that I wanted to make, and I will definitely give you guys a lot more information and resources. It's on the exchange, and as far as I know, like, you're gonna be able to purchase it like within the next probably couple of days or weeks. So I personally think that's pretty cool. You know, people are pretty I mean, people's views on cryptocurrency, it's like, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like pineapple on pizza, like you either love it or you hate it. It's kind of what, at least like if I'm just looking at like comments and stuff like that on YouTube channels and stuff like that, that seems to be people's opinion or attitude about it, you know, is that it's all a scam or it's all fake or whatever. But I mean, you know, you could kind of say that about anything, really. I mean, fiat currency is also not really worth anything, but at the same time it is worth a lot because you can exchange it for many different things. So hey, Sea Monkey Metals, I was just giving a teaser about the big announcement, and it's a gold-backed cryptocurrency that I've been working on with a team of other people. So I will excuse me, sorry for that, somebody just walked in front of my car. That stuff is way above my pay grade for my simple mind, but I would definitely pick some up if backed by gold. Yeah, and the cool thing is that you can actually exchange it for physical gold. And so now, I mean, I had a roll on it before the launch, and now we have actual physical gold coins, London gold coins, and now my next roll is to start, and we have gold reserves, but my next roll is to start basically licensing or acquiring bullion dealers and jewelry dealers and things like this who want to participate in this and help to expand our gold reserves. So I mean, all the gold is stored in vaults through various locations. Right now I think we have locations in England and Switzerland, and we're trying to expand that into other countries. And we had a lot of like really, you know, noteworthy names of people who worked on this project with us, who have like, you know, pretty big reputations in the world of cryptocurrency. So but yeah, I mean, you know, as far as like, I know what you mean, by the way, Savage, when you say like it's way above your pay grade, because like it's complicated, you know. I think a lot of people, I mean, even something as simple as gold or silver, like people, it's not something you can actually like physically hold. I mean, the closest you can get to it is to put it on a cold storage wallet, like a USB, and have it in your safe or something. But even then, that's just a USB. So it's difficult to understand for a lot of people, and it's pretty, as far as like financial assets go, it's very unregulated and difficult to control. It's highly decentralized, so it's pretty difficult to understand, what it is and stuff like that. But it's hard to argue against the move toward digital currencies in general, because everybody is doing it. Like, governments are making, central bank backed digital currencies. Financial companies like credit card companies and banks and stuff like that, they're making like paperless payment systems. And it's just kind of the way everything is evolving and going. So, what will happen in terms of like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and things like this remains to be seen, but it's definitely going in that direction. And for me personally, I like to have something that has been, and what I believe will always be, money, real sound hard money, gold, coupled with delivery mechanism, which is basically kind of what paperless or cashless currencies, digital currencies are. They're kind of like a delivery mechanism. And yeah, it gets really complicated, and there's all these gurus and experts out there on YouTube and all over social media and stuff like that. And like, you have people who like are high school dropouts who got lucky basically investing in Bitcoin and becoming a millionaire. So when you have something that it's that new and that uncharted, it is hard to understand. I feel you. I definitely feel you. But when I make a proper video about it, I'll do my best to explain things as simply and as easily as possible. So I have 1,500 Bitcoin. I can't get out of my wallet. It's locked, so I need to try the card instead of the wallet. Yeah, 1,500. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Hey, Secret Creek Prospecting, one of my favorite channels. Merry Christmas to you as well, and a Happy New Year as well. Appreciate that, man. I love Secret Creek Prospecting channel. I live in like a big city, but I really think that, especially the older I get, the more I just want to move out to the country. I would love to move somewhere like where Secret Creek Prospecting is at, or Wild West Stacker or something like that, man. But yeah, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year too, by the way. But getting your cryptocurrency out of your wallet requires like some level of verification. So you might want to check and see if you're verified enough to transfer the funds. You transfer it to an exchange, and then you'd be able to cash out. The exchange, you also have to be verified on there. You could check out One Savage. I don't know what you're using. I don't want to force you to put your information out there or anything like that, but check out Kraken. That's a pretty popular one where you'd be able to just verify your information and then cash out if you want to. But yeah, man, I think gold-backed cryptocurrency is, in in my view, like of all the forms of quote unquote money out there, and I do use that term very liberally, because people do have their own definitions of money and financial assets and investments and stuff like that. I've done videos in the past where, because people, big name channels are like, no, you know, gold and silver and platinum and stuff like that, these are not investments. But I mean, like on some of my bars, on some of my platinum bars and stuff like that, it says investment product, and you can what's it called? There's a precious metals Roth IRA, and I don't know, like if you think about what a growth stock is, it's something that you put your money in and it increases in value over time. I kind of feel like that's sort of what gold and silver do. At least they'll protect you against inflation, you know, so it's not something that's going to really make you rich, but it'll preserve your wealth. I think that's an investment. But yeah, it just depends on what your definition of that is. So I use the terms investment and money and all that stuff very liberally. It's open to your interpretation, but personally, in my opinion, I think a gold-backed cryptocurrency, a cryptocurrency that you could exchange for gold. I mean, all the stacking channels, we all talk about how like the US dollar used to be, Kraken, Savage. That's right. With a K. Kraken. It's got like a little emblem of like a jellyfish on it or something. But yeah, I mean, we talk about how like the US dollar used to be backed by, you could go exchange it for silver or gold. It was like a representation of what the actual money is. And basically that's kind of like what London coin is. It's a digital version of that. So I think, and there's multiple opportunities for price arbitrage, and basically all that means is, you know, you buy it for one price, and when the price fluctuates, you sell it for another. So it's basically the idea of buy low, sell high. And price arbitrage, it can happen with anything. If you go to like Walmart, it's holiday season right now, right? And you go buy like all the Monopoly games in like a regional area, and then you're the only one who has them, and then you can sell them for more than you bought it for. I mean, that's basically you controlled the supply, and you were able to do some price arbitrage with that, you know. Maybe not the best example, but a simple one to understand. So because London coin is connected to the price of gold, and also to other cryptocurrencies, which is like gold, very stable, right? Like you don't see these huge jumps in price. But cryptocurrency, very volatile, you know? Like, I mean, there's been like $5,000-$10,000 swings in Bitcoin, right? Like in a matter of days. So I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there for price arbitrage. But so it's exciting, you know what I mean? It's exciting. If anybody's wondering about the technical part of it, it's on the Ether network. I think it's an ETH20 coin. I'll give you all that information when I make the proper video, which should be very soon. I've been waiting, man. I've really wanted to tell you guys these things. Stay away from investments that charge you to withdraw or toll over to better investments. Always keep control of your investment. Do not let the investing firm control your asset, right? Making my support rounds. Stay safe, everyone. Holiday cheers. Hey, thanks, Secret Creek Prospecting, and you make a good point there, man. You know, I mean, I feel like people who are that's one of the main reasons why we do it, right? Like the old saying goes, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. So I mean, for crypto, if I like I said, it's like the Wild West, man. It's so unregulated and poorly understood by everybody. Do your best to protect your assets. I mean, cold storage. There's a lot of these wallets or exchanges. They'll say you can stake your currency. So like if you buy some cryptocurrency, you leave it, you stake it, like planting a stake in the ground, and you can collect basically sort of like a dividend, like some interest, right? Like they guarantee you some additional return in the same token or coin that you're staking. Nothing wrong with that if you want to do it, but it is a risk to leave it on the exchange because it can be stolen. So keeping it in cold storage is, probably the safest way, although then you have to make sure it's safe from fires and whatnot like that, getting physically stolen. Spreading out, depending on how much you've invested in certain coins, spreading it out across multiple exchanges or different wallets, that can be another way. I'm not really telling anybody what to do. I'm just, shouting out ideas basically of how to protect yourself. But because I've seen where like people get, it happened to Anonymous Stacker, man. He made a video about how like he and I know it's dark right now because I'm driving through a dark street, but he made a video about how he had a bunch of Bitcoin and it all got stolen. You know what I mean? So you got to protect your investment. So I 100% agree with Secret Creek prospecting on that one, man. But yeah, man, that's basically what I wanted to say. I wanted to apologize for not going live yesterday because I had to take my car to the shop, and wanted to let you guys know about that big announcement. So yeah, I'm buying at 35,000 if Bitcoin goes down that far again. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I remember in 2018 I had finished, I think it's 2018, around there. Yeah, I had finished paying off all my student loans and stuff, and debts and all this stuff, and I really started getting into investing money at that time, rather than just saving. Because I had like opened up this like 2-year savings account, and like interest that I got on it was like ridiculously low, and I was pissed. So I decided like I got to do something else, because I knew what inflation is, and like my money's just sitting there, and like I kind of did the math in my head. If I just leave it here, like I'm not gonna have anything. I'm gonna be working until I die, man. So and it's not like I'm trying to get rich, but like I'm trying to get enough money so that I can support my family and retire at a reasonable age and hopefully die someplace warm. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to do, man. I really don't care about being rich, because that kind of, you need money to live, but like to me what's important is family, friends, and living my life. You know what I'm saying? Like not just going to work and like earning money and whatever. Like I want to do stuff, So a lot of people say like that they don't care about getting rich or whatever, but really secretly they do. But like I don't. Money is a resource. It's a tool. It's necessary, and no matter what form it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like even before there was even the concept of like cash or money or anything like that, people were trading. Like you need this, I need this. We have this coincidence of needs, so let's exchange. It's a resource. So like I just want to have enough of that to be comfortable. And I mean, like compared to so many people in the world, like I could be like a little kid in like Yemen or something right now, you know, like starving, getting bombed by Saudi Arabia and all this stuff, and like my life would be horrible, you know. But and I live in a safe place. I have a family. I have a lot of stuff to be grateful for. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do that for my family and as best I can for my kids. So yeah, man. I bought my Bitcoin in 2017 at 13K, but now it's locked. Super frustrating. Yeah, man. Yeah, Savage. So what happened with Anonymous is, I mean, he basically got his Bitcoin took, you know? So I just was making a point of what Secret Creek Prospecting was saying, you know? Like, you got to protect your investments. You got to protect what you got. So, yeah, but I was gonna say back in anyway, I kind of got sidetracked because you had mentioned about the price that you would buy in at. Back in 2018, man, I knew a dude who had like I think he had like one Bitcoin. He bought it at like 10,000 like before, and I was like, dude, it was all the way down at like 2 or 3 thousand in like 2018. And I was like, dude, you should buy more. At that time, I was having a difficult time like figuring out because I'm an expat, it's not as easy for me to get onto exchanges. Um, so I was having a hard time trying to figure that out. And I told him like you should definitely get in on that, you know, but he was like all sour because his investment was down like 8K. But later, like this year, I always like give him crap. I'm like, dude, it was like 2,500, man. I told you you should have bought more, dude. So he had his Bitcoin on cold storage, but when he plugged it in, he got redirected to a phishing site that looked legit. It asked for his cold storage password. He entered it. Yeah, yeah, man. That's what I mean. It's like this stuff is really hard to understand and to know how to navigate the whole thing, you know. So Stamos Gems, hello. Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's my update. I'm a little nervous because of my job because I decided to resign from this new job that just wasn't working out. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I have faith everything will be okay. I think I made the right decision. Um, and I'm the life is just, you know, a series of good and bad events, you know what I mean? So I don't want to torture myself by wishing something was this way or that way or whatever. It is what it is. I used to hate that saying, but it's I mean, you can't have the good without the bad, right? And there's so many things that happen in this world that we cannot control. And you know, bad things are going to happen and good things are going to happen. Happy times will come and difficult times will come. So, you know, the best I can do is just try to focus on this moment, be grateful for all the things that I have, try to keep a positive attitude, and try to be a good role model and lead by example for my family. If I'm all like upset and, you know, have a negative attitude and stuff like that, it's gonna rub off on my kids and it's gonna have a butterfly effect, you know, like um, if I keep doing that, right? So, and I don't want them to feel bad, so I need to, um, I mean, show them like real strength, you know. So, and what that is looking inward, you know. So, and who knows, man, this could be the best thing that ever happened to me, you know. I'm very grateful for my wife. She's so supportive of me, and I don't know where I'd be without her, to be honest with you. So, I try to look at my life almost like it's like my current moment is history because time is just always moving, you know. It's like almost like standing in a running river. Like you're never going to get that moment. It's just happening. I mean, my life is going by right now at this very moment, you know. And when I think about it like that, and I think about how big this world is and like how big the universe is and stuff like that, it's like it really makes these small problems like not that not that big, you know? But if I start thinking about like, oh man, you know, I'm so upset and whatever, and it's hard, and I got, you know, I'm worried and focusing on negative stuff, then man, my life would suck. But I got a lot of great people, including you guys, man, and I really mean that. I really, really mean that, man. You're right. It's all about the adventure, man. Life in Korea is great, man. Like I really do mean that. I mean, I really it's funny because I moved around all the time when I was growing up as a kid, because my mother was in the military. I never lived overseas, but I always moved around the United States. And Korea is actually the longest I've ever lived in one place. And the first time I came here, I was in high school, man, because I had a friend who was from here, and I there's so many things that I like about Korea. Um, it's amazing. I want to show you guys more of life in Korea, but you know, I want to do it in the right way. I don't want to just. The other day, the first time I did this live stream, I like literally held my phone out the roof of my car, like, look at this, guys, and like, you know, that was cool. But like, I really do want to show you guys some stuff out here, and I've done it a few times, but there's so much. It's a small country, but man, it has a long, like 5,000 year history, and every city and town has its own story. It's a really cool place. It really is. I love it. Yeah, man, stay positive and kick ass. Enjoy the kids. With both my daughters, I took the first year off just to be with them. Best 2 years of my life. No job or amount of money could change that. I feel you 100%, bro. And like, I'm feeling that like right now. Like, that's what I mean. That's why I don't want to get like too philosophical or whatever, you know, like talking about life is like the time or like the river or whatever. But it's like, I'm not gonna get this chance again, you know? Like, there's no do-overs in life, so I'm not gonna get all like down and negative about some job, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids, they're at the age they're at now, and it's never gonna happen again, so I gotta enjoy it. So I 100% feel you, man, on that. Yeah, live in the now, accept all situations, and do not resist. If you don't like the situation, use positive energy to work to change it. Resistance is negativity. Be positive. Man, that's see, man, this is what I mean, man. Like, you guys are saying stuff that's like, if people, I hope somebody other than me, because I kind of need it right now too, but somebody other than me can hear this, because that's 100% true, man. The more you resist and try to like be unhappy about your situation, all that stuff, the worse it's gonna be. You gotta accept things for the way they are, you know? And yeah, not think about the past, because that's the past. You can have pleasant memories, right? And enjoy that and recall that and stuff like that, but it ain't never going back to the way it was, you know? Change is inevitable. And we don't know what, I mean, like I know it's cliche, but like an asteroid could hit the earth right now, it could all be over with, you know? And if I was like to, you know, think about it like that, it's like, well, then why am I being all miserable right now? If this is my last day, I'm gonna be happy and enjoy stuff, you know? So, well, me, I'm 18. You're in your 20s, guy. I'm actually in my mid 30s. Not gonna say my age, but yeah. I mean, I've everybody has their story, but I feel like I've been through and seen a lot of stuff, you know, and some of the things I really would not wish on my worst enemy, you know, but also that made me the person who I am. And you know, living through and surviving some of the stuff that I've been through, I mean, I don't know if it made me a stronger person or whatever, but it gave me perspective and it made me who I am. It made me, thoughtful, and it made me appreciate that I'm no longer in those kinds of situations. So it's all good, man. Yeah, dude. And honestly, man, like, yeah, I like to. I was talking to my wife about this the other day because we're both getting older, and like, we were talking about like what's the definition of being wise. Being what's the definition of wisdom? And in my personal opinion, I don't know if other people have ever said this or whatever, but like in my opinion, basically, wisdom is intelligence mixed with experience. Because you can have a lot of experience, but if you're ignorant, then your experience is kind of worthless. It's just like spinning your tires in the mud. Or on the other flip side of that, you can be very intelligent, but if you have no experience, then you don't know how to apply that intelligence. So like, and that can come. One thing about Korea, you asked me about how I like living here. One thing about Korea is like, I think a lot of American people or Western people probably know this, but it's like very big on respecting your elders and stuff like that, right? But I mean, younger people can also have experiences as well, So whenever I was younger, because I started working, I moved out on my own when I was 16, and I used to have like a couple of part-time jobs to support myself, and people would always tell me that like I'm too young to understand and stuff, and it's like, you don't know, you don't know what I've been through in my life, you know what I mean? Like you're just judging me based on one characteristic or like one part of who I am, but like, that don't mean that you know me. Of course, experience is limited when you're younger, but a young person who's like 20 something, they could have gone through a whole bunch of stuff way more than somebody who's like 40 or 50 and who's just hasn't really experienced that much. So, and I always I mean, it don't bother me that much, but I always get a little annoyed when people like crap on millennials or Generation Z or whatever, like, oh, they're so soft and whatever. And I don't know, maybe it's like a difference because I'm not in America and I don't see it day to day, but it's like, it's the same thing. It's like, man, like, these young people are the future. I don't see what good it does to like crap on them like that. And the sorry, was getting a call there. The other thing is the stuff that like the previous generations, like Generation X and like the baby boomers and stuff, the things that they had to face, the circumstances they were born into are just way different than what millennials and Generation Z people were born into. You know what I mean? I mean, we're living in a crazy time right now with lots and lots and lots of change. Like unprecedented. They call it the fourth industrial revolution or whatever. But like, I mean, they didn't have to deal with any of that. You know what I'm saying? It was always made me laugh when I heard like politicians talking about, yeah, my son is way smarter than I'll ever be. He's 15. I know, dude. It's like my kids are like, I mean, my twins. I have 3 kids, right? And my twins are like 2.5. And dude, they're like already using a cell phone. They can like navigate YouTube like it's nothing, like they watch the videos they want. And like, I'm like, dude, I didn't even get a cell phone until I was like in college, like, and it wasn't even a smartphone, like, think about what that does to somebody's brain development. I mean, how quickly they process information and stuff. It's like, yeah, so, but yeah, man, like, I don't know. I think it's just I give people I basically follow the golden rule. I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I wouldn't want someone to judge me based on my age, and I don't tend to judge people based on their age either. It's all about like how they carry themselves and you know what I mean, how they treat other people and stuff like that. So but yeah, it's crazy how smart these kids are though these days, man. It's crazy. I'm like, dude, they're gonna be like, I wonder how different things will be like when my kids reach my age, man. It's crazy. Yeah, my girls are under 10 and I ask them how to do stuff. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. Another thing too about my kids is they're growing up bilingual, and already like sometimes they say a word and I'm like, what is that? I mean, not too much, but like here and there, every once in a while, they'll say a word, and I'm like, I don't know that word, like in Korean. So it's crazy, man. It really is crazy. But yeah, guys, appreciate you understanding about me not being able to check in with you guys. I'm trying to do this every Tuesday evening for me. So, but I wasn't able to yesterday because of the car, and I'm really excited about this cryptocurrency that we got coming out, and I will give you guys more information. You guys can read about it, and don't. You're under no, like, it's not like I'm trying to get people to invest in it or anything like that. Like, we've already got a lot of that stuff taken care of, but I just want to let people know about it because of what we do, in the stacking community. So, but I'm fixing to go inside and get some grub, and hit the sack because I'm pretty tired. So, but I love you guys and I appreciate you. Yeah, man. Merry Christmas. Much love and respect to you guys as well. It's really good to see you, Savage. Because the last time I remember talking to you was, you shot me an email one time, but before that, like the last time I kind of heard about you was like you were still fighting those fires and stuff, and like, I know that's no joke, man, because I'm from California as well. So, but yeah, guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys are ready for the holidays. Merry Christmas to you guys, and like we said, live for today. Oh yeah, Carl, you're about to leave. Hey, have a safe trip, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Oh no, dude. Sea Monkey said his wife has COVID right now. Is she alright? No big deal. Damn, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Sea Monkey. I hope she gets over that. Oh, Carl, you're at the airport right now. Alright, well, have a safe trip, man. Carl, I made my kind of like my big announcement, sort of like a little bit of a teaser, so you can check that out when you rewatch this. But I'm glad to hear she's all right and you guys are all right, Sea Monkey. That's scary, man. I thought I had it like a few weeks back, and I was kind of tripping because I got babies and stuff at home, and I don't know. But yeah. All right, guys. I love you guys. Have a safe trip, Carl. Savage, thank you. I hope everybody's staying safe and we'll have a really good holiday season with their friends and family. Love you guys and talk to you again soon. Take care, man. Much love and respect.